Hello and welcome to the Bedtime Buddy with William Lau Bedtime Stories podcast. And we're so excited to take you on this journey to the land of dreams. Bedtime stories are a special time where we get to let our imaginations run wild and explore new worlds. We have a whole treasure trove of stories for you to enjoy, ranging from fairy tales to adventures and everything in between. Each week, we'll share a brand new story that will take you on an incredible journey. So snuggle up in your bed, close your eyes, and let your imagination take you away to the magical world of dreams. Sweet dreams, little ones.
The Missing Cookies. In a small town called Maplewood, there lived a family with 3 children, Jack, Sarah, and Tommy. One day, the family decided to bake some delicious cookies together. They mixed the dough, cut it into fun shapes, and put them in the oven to bake. The smell of fresh cookies filled the house, and the children couldn't wait to eat them. After the cookies were done baking, the family placed them on a plate and left them on the kitchen counter to cool. But when they returned to the kitchen to get some milk, they discovered that all the cookies were missing. The children were confused and upset. They looked around the house, hoping to find some clue as to where the cookies have gone. They checked every room, but there was no sight of the cookies. The family decided to report the missing cookies to the police. Officer Johnson arrived at the house to investigate. He questioned the family and looked around the house for any evidence that could lead to the culprit. He found footprints on the kitchen floor, but they didn't match any of the family members' shoes. The children were very curious about the case and decided to do some detective work of their own. They searched the neighborhood, asking if anyone had seen anything suspicious. They even went to the nearby park, but no one had seen or heard anything unusual. As they were walking back home, they noticed something odd. There was a man sitting in his car parked on the street. He was wearing a hooded jacket, and his face was covered by a mask. The children became suspicious and decided to investigate further. They peeked through the car's window and saw something that made their hearts sink. There, on the passenger seat, was a plate of cookies, the same cookies that had gone missing from their kitchen. The children didn't know what to do. They were scared and didn't want to confront the man. They decided to run back home and tell Officer Johnson about what they had seen. Officer Johnson immediately went to the man's car and questioned him. The man was hesitant at first, but then he admitted that he had taken the cookies. He explained that he had lost his job and was feeling down. He saw the cookies on the kitchen counter and couldn't resist the temptation to take them. He didn't mean any harm and just wanted something sweet to cheer him up. Officer Johnson understood the man's situation, but explained that taking something that doesn't belong to you is still considered stealing, and it's against the law. He gave the man a warning and asked him to return the cookies to the family. The man apologized and returned the cookies to the family, who forgave him for what he had done. They even invited him in for some milk and cookies and offered to help him find a job. The children were happy that the mystery of the missing cookies was finally solved. They learned that sometimes people make mistakes, but it's important to understand their motives and be empathetic towards the situation. From that day on, the family made it a habit to share their baked goods with their neighbors, including the man who had taken their cookies. They even became friends with him and helped him find a new job. The children learned that sometimes the most unexpected events can bring people together and create new friendships. They went to bed that night with a warm feeling in their hearts, happy to have solved the mystery of the missing cookies and to have made a new friend. The end.
This original story was read by William Lau. Be sure to subscribe to CCB TV YouTube channel for more stories from Bedtime Buddy with William Lau. Do also like and follow on CCB TV Facebook and Instagram. You can also listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcast. Good night.